my name is Veelia, and today we're going to go over some of the effects of 7.1.5 on Restoration Shamans, and also how to prepare for the Nighthold as a Restoration Shaman. So in this video, I'll talk a little bit about talent build and rotation, and also talk about some precautions and steps you can take to make the best out of Tuesday. Let's jump right into it. First up, I want to make it very clear that this patch did not badly hurt Restoration Shaman healing. The way some people are reacting, you'd think they deleted our class or forced us to the bottom of the healing meters, and that simply just isn't true. Yes, we had a slight nerf to Chain Heal, as well as our best legendary, but these two things were almost exceedingly overpowered for what they were. Jonats will continue to be a viable and sought after legendary, and Chain Heal will continue to be a strong AoE heal. As I've gotten a lot of comments about it, let's quickly talk about Chain Heal. The nerf to Chain Heal is fair because it's an exceedingly strong AoE heal that's technically spammable. It works so well with talents such as High Tide and various legendaries and artifact talents that tuning it down some will 1. Not cause any significant change to our basic healing rotation, and 2. Will not force us to talent out of High Tide. And yes, you heard me, for the most part, High Tide is still our default talent over any other level 100 talent. While the Wellspring buff was a much welcomed buff, it doesn't automatically outrank High Tide. It simply makes Wellspring viable because before the patch, taking it wasn't even a competitive option. It just sucked. However, according to Cannabay Heals, it will be hard to make Wellspring work in many of the situations available in current raids. They also go on to say that High Tide is still their raiding default for encounters where the AoE damage is heavy and it comes frequently. Wellspring is a good middle ground. My opinion is that we should wait and see how healers are performing in Nighthold before jumping to any vast conclusions. Be sure to note that I will be making a comprehensive boss-by-boss guide to Nighthold for talents and gear and stuff once I've completed the raid myself and I have had time to review the logs of other Restoration Shamans. And that's all the time I really want to spend dwelling in the past. Now let's look forward to the new exciting future that is the Nighthold. First up is a look at our tier sets. Our tier set is great this expansion, and it makes keeping tidal waves up even more important than it already was. And I mean, before it was basically mandatory, so you get my point. The 2-set bonus is a strong buff to our single target healing. It is. Tidal waves also increases the healing done by Healing Wave and Healing Surge by 15%. And the 4-piece bonus is, each time you trigger tidal waves, the cooldown of Healing Stream Totem is reduced by 3 seconds. This is a wonderful 4-piece bonus, as Healing Stream Totem was buffed by 17% in 7.1.5, only adding to the awesomeness of the synergy with Queen's Decree, which was also recently buffed by 20%. Looking at the gear in this raid, there are a lot of interesting pieces out there. Be sure to roll on tier bosses as your first priority for coins. Those bosses are Elisande, Croesus, Tichondrius, Star Ager Etrius, Gul'dan, and Trilliax. I hope I didn't butcher any of those names. For some reason, if you get really lucky on tier and have coins left to use, you want to use your remaining rolls for Spellblade Aloriel, as she drops a handful of best in slot items for you, like your belt, boots, ring, and trinket. Keep in mind that when I say best in slot, I'm comparing all items non-warforged. It may be possible that an item will drop that is warforged, and it'll make it better than the technical best in slot item list for you. Use your judgment in this case. But as always, make sure to save the majority and all of your rolls that you have for tier bosses, and then use any coins that you have left over for Oriel. Finally, let's talk about preparation. If you're into competitive raiding, you'll want to make sure to do Nighthold on all available difficulties when it comes out, so you can get your 4-piece set as quickly as possible. Normal and heroic difficulties are available the first week, and Mythic will be available the following week. They haven't said when LFR is going to be available. Be sure to prepare as much as possible for the launch, stocking up on mana potions, intellect flasks, tomes, and enchantments so that you can equip any piece of gear that you win instantly by having those enchantments in your bag. Prices of everything are sure to rise next week. I mean, they probably have risen already, so make sure to stock up on all of these consumables as soon as possible. And that's about it for my preparation guide. I hope you guys found this video useful. Please be sure to share it with your fellow Restoration Shaman friends and other healers so that they can prepare too. Be sure to like this video if it helped you and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Thanks everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!